Although this is the team's first defeat, it leaves us with a real concerning image. A coach lacking new ideas and players uninterested in the game. Let's listen.
We would like you to tell us what happened today. I imagine this result is not something to be happy about in any way.
What happened today is something that fortunately hasn't happened to us many times recently, and the opposing team played better than us and deserved to win. We struggled to get involved in the match. I mean, in terms of intensity, fighting for duels and clarity in our play. Obviously, we could have equalized the match because we had a clear opportunity at the end, but we didn't really deserve it. So we have to learn from the experience, just as we did the last time we lost a match. We need to understand what we have to improve, which is quite evident, and I don't think it's that complicated.
Don't you think that the team's major flaw in matches where they have to put in more effort is a lack of commitment? The poor attitude of the players, especially in the first halves of the matches. Don't you think this is the team's major flaw, setting aside the style of play?
It's hard to analyze today's match. Everything really went very poorly. We played very badly with the ball. Although the team was very compact in the first half, it was very difficult for the team to apply pressure to the opponent. And we struggled a lot to recover the ball. After that, we tried to be a bit more aggressive, but it was still very hard for us. Now we have to think things through calmly. We're not going to throw all the work away, but we obviously have to improve.
You talk about intensity and losing duels. Is there a feeling that the team struggles to generate play when they have the ball from midfield if they fail to score the first goal? Don't you have this same feeling?
That's the feeling. We struggled to generate and create football. We had very slow ball possession, and we lacked creativity in our play. And having watched today's match, all of this is evident. I also believe that we have forwards who need to play a much more vertical game than usual. So if we have difficulty managing the ball and we move slowly forward to give the ball to the forwards, then we have a problem.
What concerns you more, having played poorly with all the flaws you've mentioned, or suffering a defeat where you don't know how many points you'll need to qualify for the next round?
No, I think the sadness I feel is due to the feeling the team projected. This wasn't a good match. We can lose a match because it's part of the sport, but losing this way isn't good. We didn't give a good feeling in the match, and that's what worries me the most. But I also think we have all the resources to learn from this defeat and do better in the upcoming matches. There isn't much to think about in terms of what we need to do, and we have to fix things quickly because we have a match next week.
Lunin has complained that it's difficult to play on Sunday, then Wednesday, and then Saturday. You are not a man of excuses, but don't you think what he said is right and that the schedule influences this?
No, I don't think so. Because how many times have we played on Sunday and then Wednesday? Even though we fought, this wasn't a good night. We can't make excuses. We have to improve, and that's all.
Don't you think that Bellingham loses some of his virtues by playing wide on the flank? Virtues like arriving in the box or his involvement in the team's attacking plays. What do you think?
What I see is that he plays on the flank when we don't have the ball, but the rest of the time he is in the same position he played in last season with the same success he had last season. Although it's true that things are not coming off as clearly as we need to have patience. But his position is the same.
You have talked about playing slow, failing in duels, among other errors. But what is lacking in Carlo Ancelotti's message to his players? Those results are not coming. What self-criticism do you make of yourself?
I believe that it's not enough to talk about the problem to fix it. If it were that easy, there wouldn't be a problem. There is a dynamic we need to improve with the team, and there are many more things. It's not enough just to talk. I think the team was improving little by little, but this match is a step backward. However, we can't lose enthusiasm. We have to keep working, fighting, and improving.
Were you surprised by the opponent's performance in today's match, especially from a tactical point of view?
No, not at all. There is no surprise because in their recent matches they have played this way. They are a team that handles the ball very well. They were very motivated tonight, much more than us. As I said, they played with more intensity, much more accuracy, and more clarity in their play when they had the ball.
This is your team's first official defeat since January. To put this into context, we've been talking for 5 weeks about how your team should improve in their play. And today you said they took a step back. Do you feel there is impatience to see a better version of the team? And could this affect the players?
Look, I'm going to be very honest. All the criticism for today's match is fair and correct. We have to accept it because it has to be this way. That's how things are. We didn't show a good version of ourselves in this match.
Since last season, you've told us many times that when things were going well, you were living in a honeymoon period at Real Madrid. Don't you think it's time to end this honeymoon?
No, wait a minute. Wait just a minute. I think our last defeat, when we lost the Madrid derby, was a fantastic wake-up call for us because from there, things improved for us. And I hope it can be the same now. A fantastic wake-up call.